Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. It has been a few days, but we are back and we are ready to start building some stuff here. Right now, we're actually just off to the side. There is the rat's nest over there, complete with that stupid little tower, rocket launcher thing. Don't get me wrong, it's actually really neat, but it's unfortunately manually controlled, so it's of no use to me right now. So anyway, what I have been doing over the past few days, since I've not been able to really sit down and play too much because of some inclement weather, I've just been toying around with stuff. I haven't really done any building beyond this thing right here, and this is the power room for what is going to be my new base, and I kind of like the way this looks so far. I wish that there was a flat white block I could use for this. There's actually, I think it's a bathroom block. I actually have it on me, I believe. But there's no slope for that, and I really want to use the slope, so since we don't have that, we're not using that in here for this. But we have a small fuel tank here, and there's one on the opposite side. These are going to get replaced with large fuel tanks, I believe. So I'll have a large fuel tank here and a large one there. I just made the small ones for now because it's what I had, and they honestly work well enough. I mean, let's check this thing out. How are you doing on power? You're down 3. And you're down 1, so yeah, no, we're doing good. This has been running probably for about 4 hours now. Of course, the only power drain we have are the lights, so there is that. But yeah, this is just my little power room, and it's pretty neat. What we're going to be working on next, we're going to go ahead, and I think I want to set up the common room / main entryway area. I also need to set up a medical area, a kitchen / mess, and I would like to do a greenhouse. The greenhouse is probably going to have to wait till another day because the greenhouse is probably going to be pretty freaking big because I'll need to be able to fit in quite a few crops. Overall, though, I really do like the way that this area has turned out. Do I need to repair anything in here? It's quite nice. And there's even a hidden surprise in this room, right? So if you come in here, right, you look in, you may not notice anything, but if you look over here, see how we have this pillar going up and down? Well, what this does is it creates a little hidden pocket right here. So there's the inside of this block. You can't see the outside of that block, just the top. And the same thing for over here. So what I've done is I actually had an elevator in the corner right over here. And this goes all the way down here. And this is my secret stash. Figured I'd leave it exposed rock. I think it looks pretty nice that way. We have the actual plating on the roof. And I went ahead and I put in some of the struts and scaffolding stuff just so it connects up. Gives it that nice feeling that it's supporting it, but it's not actually pretty or anything like that. It's quite nice. You know what, actually, let's go and put that in there too. Can't really see it too much, but it does continue the illusion that it goes up and over like that, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, this is like my secret storage area where I can keep all my valuable items. Like, basically my potatoes. Excuse me, my space durians. They're not space potatoes, they're, yeah, anyway. And then we just come on right up here. We just have to make sure that we're in this corner, right? And then we just go up and over, and there we go. So it's pretty neat, I like it. I am going to have a regular storage area. This is just something I wanted to see how well I could hide a elevator shaft, and I have to say I'm quite pleased with that. These things actually will, I was going to say throw you up. They don't throw you up, that sounds nasty. They'll actually put you a fair distance above how tall they are, so you are able to use them in the floor like that, and that's really nice. Plus, you can easily jump that without a jetpack, so you don't have to worry about the distance. Oh, yeah, the floor here, check this out. The stuff that we have down here, this block is actually the underside of the ramps that you normally use for getting things in and out of the bases, like say for ground vehicles. I really like this texture, but really there's no other block with it, because I mean for textures for building, we have access to these armor platings, and that's mainly it. We have the armor plating, we have these ramps and stuff, and the slopes. The slopes have the same textures, they're just different shapes. There are some interior walls, which they're not bad or anything, don't get me wrong. They are, however, kind of, they're not my style, really. The other thing we have for like interior is like this interior bathroom, and I think I'm actually going to reuse this interior bathroom stuff for something else, because that is a nice white tile. I kind of wish it was like a solid surface, but I mean this does work okay. Wait a second. Each side of this tile has a different texture. That's 4. It's kind of like a wood texture. I kind of like that. Could use that too. So many different options. Alright, so what I am going to do though, we're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit more building here. What I would like to do, since we have this area here, I'm probably going to reuse the top of this area as my landing pad, so I don't want to go too crazy building stuff upwards from there. Because I want to have a landing pad for my small vehicle, and I would also like to have a garage for a ground vehicle, even though I currently do not have one. Knowing what I know now about building ships and stuff, I would like a second chance to make another one, maybe one a little bit less derpy. But all in all, it's something I'm really looking forward to trying. The only thing I'm not looking forward to doing is going mining for more resources. It's the one thing about the game so far that I'm not overly fond with. The method of ore collection and mining, I don't particularly care for it. The way the terrain deforms and stuff, it's not predictable, it's not regular, and it's just... That's the best way I can describe it, is anyway. Dun dun dun. So we have 1, 2, I think I'll leave it 3 wide. Yeah, 3 wide is good. So if we have this right here, we'll go ahead and set up something else across from it too. Actually, you know what? No. Which way is the front of this building going to be? I think the front's going to be over there. So what we'll do is we'll create like a fake wall. Because we don't want people coming in and seeing our power room, but we want to have it accessible. And if we do that, could we get away just doing a 2? No, let's leave it 3. If we're going to build, we're going to build big or go home. And I'm not ready to go home. Alright, so we have here, this is going to be the foundation for our fake wall. I need to be able to get to the roof. And to get to the roof, I think the best way to do that will have like a staircase going up this wall, actually. Coming around the corner and then going up. That'll be a nice way to get to the landing zone that we're going to make. I already have all of the materials I need for that. I have a ton of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and use a regular staircase as my... what are you doing? There we go. I'm going to use a staircase as my method up. I think, do we want to have it immediately? No, let's have it recessed back a little bit. Alright, we have to put a block there. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. And basically the path that we're doing right now is going to take us to the landing pad. How far over is this going to go? It's going to go up 1 more. So it'll go up, over, and now we're at the... Whoa! We're at the right level. That's pretty nice. We could put something under here. It's a little bit out of place, but let's just put this bookshelf here. You know, I take it back. It's not a little bit out of place. It's incredibly out of place. That's funny. Okay, let's not do that. That's silly. Well, a neat visual that would give. I don't think it would be practical in any sort of way. Okay, yeah, so let's not do that. This is a silly idea. We shall skip it. Okay, up we go. We're walking, and we're walking. And let's see. The only downside about these stairs, right, is that you don't have the ability to hide whatever kind of material you have behind them. So, like, you can't put something, like, flush, like, kind of behind it. So there is that. Alright, and we're going to make use of the click and pull method of building stuff, so it puts up lines and stuff way, way easier. Yeah, just like that. No, not like that. Bad mall rat. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this. Okay, so we're going to come on up here. Come up here. This is going to be the main area. We're going to wait a spot, right? And then we'll have a door. Because I could do the door right here, actually. You know what? The door right here might not be a bad idea. Yeah, no, let's not do the door here. I don't know. Do you think that we should have blocks like right along this path? Oh no, yeah, that'll work. That'll work fine. Alright, so we're gonna do that. We'll put a door right here. So since we have the door here, it'll just open up like magic. Alright, so this is officially like back outside the base on the side. And we're also going to have... Oh. I fall to my death. This right here is an exterior wall. So the wall is actually exceptionally thick, and that's going to allow me to color the interior a different color from the exterior. So that should be pretty nice. What are you? You're just a hole. We're going to fill that. Oh, get me back up there, please. Oh, jetpack, stop failing me. Ah, okay, let's look away. And alley-oop. You know, I'm on the wrong side, but that worked. Oh, that's up. I didn't need to build that up so high, but the side I do. Alright. Okay, get that off my hotbar. Then we come through here. What is missing here is actually a light. Oh, I just trashed those. I'm an idiot. Grumble, grumble, gripe, gripe. I did go ahead and make some new lights. I've been using these little bar ones a lot, and I just want to see how some other ones look. These are actually quite nice. Little round ones. So what I can do is like have one, have one right there. Oh, that is blue. You should not be blue. Actually, blue's not bad, but it's not what I want. Yeah, I like that. That's a really nice light, actually. So we have that there. We're going to come on up here. This is also going to be a fairly dark area, but I want to avoid doing a too tall roof on here because this is just a little entryway. It's not supposed to be glamorous or anything. So if we put a block like immediately like right here, right, it's going to be pretty shallow, especially if we add a light to it. You know what? No, I think it works. I think we'll be okay. It's totally not that kind of light, but you know what? It works. So we have that. That is good. Let's see. No, I think that's pretty nice. What we can do to kind of hide this here, because that looks kind of bad, just missing that out. If we put these in like that. There we go. So even though the block is still missing from below, you don't see it. You do see it from here, though. I think that's an acceptable cost to have it. Oh, not you. Yeah, I like this. Alright, so power room, and then we have up to our landing pad right here. The landing pad I will worry about actually building and finalizing a little bit later. Right now I'm more worried about the interior of this building than anything else, to be honest. Plus, I think the landing pad itself is going to be elevated up just a little tiny bit. I think what I'm going to do is use a trick similar to the inset area down in the generator, because I really do like that texture. And having the landing pad up just a little tiny bit with something like that around it would look pretty neat. Alright, and down we go. Alright, so that is the power room. I think what we'll do is next to it we'll have the medical center. So let's go ahead and extend out the base a little bit. Should be far enough. I am going to run out of these blocks fairly quickly, actually. Which means I need to go mining. Alright, so what is this block? I think that is a... That's a wall block. This should be white. Oh, we're running out of oxygen. Do we have any... Oh, we do have tanks on us, okay. To the Pebcak. You know, actually, I don't necessarily have to go mining. I could go finish stripping the ship over there. Never finished doing that. There it is. You oxygen, go. Alright, and did I have a refrigerator on this thing? I did, but everything expired because I turned the ship off. My bad. Alright, let's get over here for now. We got a little bit to go before we need to worry about food. I have some at my other base. Playing Empyrion, though, I gotta be honest with you, as I love this style of game, and like I was a really big fan of Space Engineers. I played it a lot early on. I was never really good at it or making stuff, but I really did enjoy it. And playing this has gotten me curious as to how modded Space Engineers is currently doing, because there are some really talented modders and stuff making some really, really awesome blocks. Just general awesomeness. I know, it's a fantastic way of describing it, I'm sorry. What I've been thinking of doing was actually taking some time, setting some time aside and playing a little bit of that, just because as a game, it's actually it's a really fun game. I'm not going to deny it. Between Empyrion and Space Engineers, I don't think I could choose a favorite one. The main thing Empyrion has going for it right now that is a major plus in my book is the fact that for this game, as early in development as it is, it has planets and it has a working planet-to-space system, and it handles it quite well. I'm still trying to figure out how you can have something stationary in Space Engineers and the sun moves around it, not the station moving around the sun, but that's okay. No solar stationary orbits. Got it. A little bit confusing. But it is a fun game, and there's a lot more stuff you can build. That's the main thing that Space Engineers has over Empyrion right now, is that thanks to its age and the established modding community, there is just more stuff to make. And I think really that for Empyrion, it will get to the point where it will not have that as a detriment against it, just because the game is really fairly new. And Empyrion does have one thing that Space Engineers does not, besides planets, to make it really easy to build. You don't tote parts back and forth. You make the blocks at the machines, and then you put down the blocks. And that is so much easier than having to lay down the template from the machine and then using your welder and building it up, having to go get the individual pieces. It can be a bit daunting doing that. Just a little tiny bit. Let's put the bookcase here. I wish I had books for my bookcase. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. And it's apparently not even stained. It's just like painted over, whitewashed. Alright. God, that looks so sad. Okay, good news though, we have daytime. So yeah, that is the white wall. We don't want to do anything to that. Which means that whatever we're going to do, we're going to have a wall there. So probably to like there. So that's actually a really big space. We could probably find a way to reuse this, like, a cubby right here. Because I don't like wasted space. I really don't. Let's go ahead and take these out. We'll take this out too for now. You know what we could use this for? Actually, we could have this just be a little storage area right here between the powered area and the med bay. Just have... yeah, that'll work fine. That will work fine. Actually, how big is a constructor? Eventually, I'll get this facing the right way. I could put the constructor in here with the storage totes on either side of it. That would actually work quite well. And then I wouldn't need to worry about making a room for that. Yeah, we'll do that. Perfect. So we have our power room, our construction area here, so that's really nice. And this is going to be our medical bays on this side. Let's go ahead and fix this up. We are going to do something similar to what we did over on the other side with the way that the walls are kind of sloped a little bit. The main difference, though, is we're going to be making use out of... dun, 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 where are you? Interior bathroom. So this stuff is intended for a bathroom, not a medical center. And to be honest, those little tiles could get old very quickly. However, we're going to be using a part of the texture I don't think we're supposed to be using. So if we go ahead and put this here, right? Check that out. It's a nice, clean, whitish texture. I think it works really quite well. It's just a really big tile. It's not the intended tile, but it's a good tile. I really like that. I really do. It's pretty neat. So we're going to have that. This room, you know, thinking on it, this room might end up being a little bit sloped. It's going to look a little bit odd, but I guess that's okay. So it's going to be similar to the other room, not exactly the same. We need a little bit more floor blocks over here. Let's put down one for now, and one over here for now. Alright, and again, we want the big squares to the side. Say that is 3. You know, it's going to be a square room, but I'm okay with that. I am definitely okay with that. Yeah, this is shaping up pretty well. You know, actually, I do like that, especially with the metal and the kind of wood tiles crossing on that. That actually works out really, really nice. And what we can do here to keep with the kind of rounded cube design is, let's get one of these guys. There we go. So we'll use that as the crown piece for that, so it folds off into 2 slopes the other direction. Let's see. That means we need to go 1, 2, 3, and then up right here. You know, I don't know how, but I apparently messed up that count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, this works. I'm just not here. Alright, let's get up here again. Oh. That is not where that needed to go. Oh, I have got to stop placing blocks while jumping. Okay, there we go. No, not you, not you, not you. You don't go there. 3 up, so that's you. And that should be the right orientation. No, I like this. I really do. I like this very much. Alright, let's rotate this again. We need it so that the slope is in the corner, facing the right way. I will say this, the turning of this block is not too terribly intuitive. Okay, there we go. So we got that. I guess the problem I really have is I just don't know which axis each button is going to rotate around. Seriously. Alright. So we're in our little beginning medbay area. Everything's going pretty good so far. So you come in here, it's like, oh, hey, look, it's the medical section. What do you need in a medical section? Well, obviously you need a place to heal up. That should go without being said. So we want a medical station. And since this is for medical, I kind of think that oxygen fits a medical thing as well. My other base, I just have the oxygen thing standing in the middle of the floor, and I guess it works okay. I think what I want to do for this, though, is I want to go ahead and try to... Oh, there's no texture there. I want to go ahead and make it so that it looks like there's like a device or something in the room for the purposes, express purposes of healing. I think what I'll do is actually make 2 of them. Let's rotate you around the right way. So at my base I have just the oxygen and whatever next to each other. We're not going to have them next to each other, but they're going to be set up kind of similar. We're going to have medical on this wall, right here. So we got that. And then we're going to have some oxygen tanks. Let's put the oxygen tanks right over here. And we're going to actually keep our... the distribution of oxygen is actually going to be right next to the storage of oxygen. So, dun dun dun, oxygen station. Is that right? Do I have the right side up? Yeah. So, we can get a little health, and we can get a lot of O2. Alright, but we're not done. We are going to decorate the poo out of this place. Get some consoles, and let's get a workstation. So we have a nice little workstation here. This is unfortunately kind of off-center for what I built. So yeah, this is a 2 by 1 by 2, and I needed like a 3 by 1 by... yeah. So anyway, this should still be okay. What we'll do is we'll have it over here to the right. And then we have these guys. We're going to put one right there. We're going to put one right here too. So we have the little control pods for each of the tanks. So it's not just like an automated thing now. It's, oh, please enter your email address. I don't think so. No, can't click. Too bad, I tried. Anyway, so we're just waiting in here to be healed up, and whoever's helping us, whatever, they'll be able to access all the stuff there. Alright, I like it. Do we have anything in here we can use for decorative for this room? No. We got a control station, but that's going to be used elsewhere. Because it's just the desk. It's just a nice little desk. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let us very quickly go run back to the rat's nest for some food. Alright, so this area is actually looking really, really quite nice. I like the general layout that it has. It's going to be kind of sloped in here, but you know, I'm okay with that. It's got that kind of clean, safe, no sharp edges, not hurt anybody room to it, but it's still kind of sterile, so I like it. There we go. What I don't like is the color of the gray. Okay, so we need to go ahead and get the inverted thing again. Oh, we still got some wheat on us. Let us partake in the wheat. What are you trying to do? I'm not quite sure what that sound is. Okay, so we got that. Oh, was that it? Can't tell from this angle. No, it's not it. That is it. Come on. There we go. That's pretty neat. Let's see what else we want to do on this. I would like to have a light source like right here, dead center, but unfortunately this is... No, you know, that might actually work. Let's go ahead and get some of these glass. We have window vent here, non-transparent. Is that the one that I want? One of these vents looks like glass from one side, and then from the other they look like, see, yeah, they look like slants like that. Unfortunately, that's not the ones I want. I need it so that it looks like glass on the inside. I made the wrong ones. That is unfortunate, because I would then have to put the light below it, and that would look like a complete and utter poop. Yeah, that's the wrong freaking lamps. Well, F me. Let's check this out. So those were windows vert, non-transparent, and then transparent. You know, I'm not quite sure which is actually the right one, because I think I made this before in my base, and they just look like the bars either way. I don't think there's one that has glass on the interior. I think it's just glass on the exterior. Alright, so we might not be doing that idea then. What else we got in here? We have an antenna that is purely a decorative block. I've not actually seen how big this thing is. Oh, that is massive. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll be saving that for near the landing area. Alright, that's growth things. It's the technical term now, by the way, is growth things. They're not flower pots or anything, or growing plots. They're... Yes. Yeah, no, we gotta use this one. That's the best bet at the moment. Okay. Let's get up on top of this roof sensibly. Dun 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 dun. Hello, staircase. Hello, door. And we come on over. Okay, we will need a block here just to guide these things off of for now. And then we want to have facing down. Stop that. Okay, there we go. So this is going to show as glass on the inside, but it's going to be vents on the top, so it's going to look a little bit weird. But I really do like the look of the glass. plus what it'll let us do is get a little bit of natural light in here as well if there's ever like power loss or anything. There we go. And let's just go ahead and get rid of this for now. Yeah, check that out. That looks awesome. And what we can do is, since we put the glass down, we can actually put a light on those guys. Yeah, I like that. I like that very, very much. Check out the shadows you get through that. That is just awesome. Get these little lines going through right here. I am impressed. I'm also running out of time. I could probably keep doing this all day, though I know y'all probably don't want to watch that. We've made pretty good progress, though. We have access to the top of the building here. We have our power room with hidden storage area. We have our main storage, so we can just come in right down off the big ships, unload all of our junk right here. You know what I could do here? I could have my garage off this way. That way we can make use of the additional space. Oh, that's great. We also have our medical bay. The medical bay is probably going to be as far over as we're going this way. Anything else we're going to build, we're going to be building off into this direction. We still need to make like a little recreational room, commons area, as well as a kitchen, and a growing area for, say, a greenhouse. For the greenhouse, I'm actually thinking of trying something a little different. I want to have it as a separate building, but connected by the same power grid. Basically, I'm just going to dig a tunnel underground, out a couple large amount of blocks, and then have it pop up through the ground, and then build on top of that, so that we'll basically have a structure that is just tethered together, probably by scaffolding, since they're pretty cheap. They're not actually called scaffolding, right? The truss block. I call it scaffolding, it's not, it's a truss. We're going to use that to basically act as an umbilical between the buildings. I think it'll look pretty neat. So we're going to have that. It'll be off a little bit of a distance away. It's probably going to be like over this way, to be honest. We're also going to have our garage as well. And the garage is actually going to be attached, since we're going to do it like right off of here, so I really don't need to worry about that. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this turns out, and once we get all the interior built, actually making a shell to this that looks really interesting, that will be the challenge, and we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and I will see you next time with a little bit more space-based action. Space-based, never mind.